which is one of my favorite schools, and this school is called Abhyasa Vidyalayam. And in this school, uh, one extraordinary thing is that there's very little stress on children, and children are mainly told to find out what is this world, to do activities in art and craft, to learn music on their own, to tune their own songs, to do their own dances. And the school is run by a couple, Krishna sir and Malti teacher, who are completely devoted to education, and they're such skilled educators. In your primary section, if you go there, in the primary section here, you will find that there are so many uh, activities based learning of maths and science, and such a beautiful scenery here. It's on the hill, the air is pure and clean, and uh, wonderful environment is all around for the children. The school ends at 3:30, unlike the other schools in Vijayawada. We don't have study hours. The children are left free. They have games and they have stories, and all the teachers here are long-standing teachers who love the school. This is a very happy place. Abhyasa Vidyalayam is a very happy place where clean values are being fostered. And I personally am an English teacher here, and I love to come to this school because I feel good about this school because there's such a clean feeling. There is no evil here. There's nothing wrong going on here. Everything is good. Everything is for the benefit of all of us. So I invite all of you to come to Abhyasa Vidyalaya and see what education can be, must be. Thank you so much for listening to my small talk on my favorite school, Abhyasa Vidyalaya. Everybody, and I'm Narendra, and today I would like to talk about one topic which always comes to my mind. I find youngsters today being so sensitive, oversensitive, I mean. And what happens is any small thing, anything which is contrary to what they expect, or anything didn't go right, they become all hassled, and they lose all their balance, and they become so weak, and they go into kind of almost sometimes they go into a depression. No, I was thinking as to why this is happening. And as I observe the education system, I'm observing that it happens because a child is completely dependent on certain cues he's getting from everybody. This is not a proper way of growing up. A child should become independent. He should not depend upon somebody's appreciation for him. He should not depend upon somebody's criticism for him. A child should not study because somebody is criticizing. A child should not study just because somebody is appreciating him. A child should study because he's in love with this world. He wants to know this whole world and what is it all about. Think of a mind which really knows the world, has discovered the world, has understood all the answers. A mind like that would not be sensitive. It will be in its own world. There is no way he can ever wonder as to why people are. In fact, he would not even understand why people are getting so hurt and all that. Hurt will be an alien concept. That is why I think it's very important that in education we don't give too much of protection, too much of calculation. Always give him the feeling that if I'm not there as a teacher, then he will not have any life. It's very important that we foster independence in children. Children will become independent if you change your method of teaching. You can't just put that information into their heads, tell them to write in their exams. This is so silly if you think about it. This is the reason why children become sensitive. The whole of their existence is centered around the marks. And if they get good marks, they just expand like a balloon. And if they don't get good marks, the balloon is short and they become completely finished. This is a very wrong trend, and it leads to very weak people, people who depend on others, people who are always looking for appreciation. We have to create a new kind of education, an education which starts from questioning, which starts from wondering. And wonder is an emotion which is already there in the child. We don't have to create it. So once you look at a child and you tell him the subjects in that wondrous way, whether it's English or whether it's physics or chemistry or biology, create that sense of wonder, create a sense of questioning in him. Show him the things, so beautiful they are when you really discover it. And once you discover it fully, a child becomes like a prodigious. He develops prodigiously. In fact, he's not interested in people anymore. He's interested in the world and what he will do in this world. So that kind of education is what we are fighting for. Okay, here in a small place like Vijayawada, and we have to fight because man, at the end of the day, is an independent being, a thinking being, a questioning being. not not at all a follower, but actually an initiator of things, a leader. Thank you so much. This is just a small thing which I wanted to share with all of you. Okay, we'll meet again.